The first thing I want to mention is that you've got to acknowledge. Acknowledge. You've got to acknowledge what's going on in your head. You may not be self-aware as to what you are thinking because it bubbles underneath the surface for many people, and sometimes it's actual, like hearing a voice in your head. For others, it varies from person to person. We can't quite figure out from a scientific perspective what exactly is going on in the brain. But what's happening here is these thoughts are giving us a foundation for the choices that we make, the things that we feel, and the choices that we make, and the way that we walk. So it's very important that you acknowledge that your brain is the center of activity in your life, and it is the center of negativity. The Apostle John said that if we say that we haven't got any sin, then we're just way off track. In 1 John chapter 1, he has five different ifs in the end of that chapter that are very useful. But if we don't acknowledge that we have a sin problem, then we have an even bigger sin problem, because we end up with arrogance and difficulties that will hurt us in every way in our life. So we've got to acknowledge what's going on. Now, there's no point, not just acknowledging it for the point of beating up on yourself, but recognizing why you are thinking the way you're thinking, that ultimately leads you to feel the way you feel and to act the way you act. It's a really important thing that you get this foundation, that every day you say, what am I thinking? One of the great ways to advantage yourself in thinking is at night when you go to sleep, start thinking about the things that you want to be thinking about the next day. Not about everything that went wrong. The past is past. You can't do anything about that. But you can make a better future if you move forward, acknowledging the past, and then you can move forward.